Oh, I'm sorry, I've failed. I've broken my own rule. You should only see 2 major attractions per day. Today I visited the zoo, I visited Nyhavn, the new harbor, and now I'm at the Little Mermaid, and I also did this 1-hour boat tour, and I even rented a bike. So but still, this is only a 3-day visit to Copenhagen, so I guess it's okay. Time is now close to 8 p.m. The sun is still up, of course, in Copenhagen, and now I'm having the Little Mermaid XL style 4 scoops of ice cream. So this is big, lovely ice cream. I can really recommend it. But relax, you're on holiday, you're on vacation, you're allowed to be a little bit naughty. Day 2 here in Copenhagen. Just had breakfast. It was not included in my room, and of course it's possible to add and pay on checkout. It took me only 5 or 10 minutes to go by bus, and the bus was included in the ticket, of course. So now I will enjoy Copenhagen Zoo for perhaps 4 hours and stay out of the sun as much as possible. I'm especially interested in the Tasmanian part of this zoo, since I've been to Tasmania before. One thing to consider when you are traveling is what attractions should you see on the different days. Since the first day that you will arrive, you will most likely have all of your belongings with you, such as your luggage and things like that. That means that you will not be able, or you don't want to visit any major attractions where you have to walk a long way. The same goes for the last day, when you are supposed to travel back home. You have to check out from your hotel. You might not want to leave your luggage at the hotel. Do a boat ride or a sightseeing bus, such as an hop-on, hop-off bus. There they are. Kangaroo! Wow, this is what I like about the zoo. This is the rainforest. And as you can see, the mist is still setting in the morning. So what can we learn about using a bridge camera at a zoo? As usual, you have to pay close attention to your shutter speed and your focal length. 11 o'clock, and I have only seen half of the Copenhagen Zoo so far. This is actually a tricky part of traveling. What should you see? This trip is in total 3 days. It takes me 1 hour, 1 night to get here and 1 night to get home. Depending on the size of the city, you should not plan more than perhaps 2 major attractions per day. My top tips for visiting a zoo: good shoes. Don't do it on your first or your last day of the trip, because on the first day you will be pretty tired, and since a zoo is quite big, you will have to walk a lot. And also skip the last day, because then you will have all your luggage, since you had to check out from the hotel. Do this as early as possible, or as late as possible. Then there won't be that many tourists around. In the early morning, they have not woken up, have their breakfast, and in the late afternoon, families with children will be tired and like to go home. Tip number 4 for visiting an unknown part of the zoo: don't try to see everything. If you want to get perfect pictures, then go for the feeding. Tip number 5 for taking perfect pictures at the zoo. Of course, if you're outdoors, your pictures will not be super nice if it's in the middle of the day, where the sun is at the top. So choose early morning or late afternoon. If you're doing indoor photos, you will have to have a good camera with low light capabilities. If you want to get good pictures at the zoo, then take your time. Depending on the type of animal you would like to take photos of, just wait for an interesting thing to happen. having loads of pictures of random animals in bad positions or strange positions isn't that interesting. Try to wait for something special to happen. Oh, and just 2 more tips for visiting the animal park. Watch your step. Might be poop and there might be animals or even kids. Make sure that you have written your name and your phone number on the arms of your children. Perhaps this was a bad idea. I paid 10 kronor to the top floor of the tower here. I can see basically all of Copenhagen from here. Oh. That's the bell of the city hall. Lovely train ride at 1:30 in the afternoon. I'm all alone in this other car. So now I've been on that train ride. I can't really recommend it. No guide. It was a little bit of a bumpy ride. Having some coffee here on Espresso House with a croissant. This is my ride. I just created an account with Donkey Bikes. Try to take this bike to Nyhavn and go for a boat ride. Now on the Canal tour Copenhagen. Tour is not for free with the Copenhagen card. It's 50% discount. If you want to have it free, you have to go to their center office.
Hello and welcome aboard on Canal tour for a tour of Copenhagen's inner harbor. I will be a guide for today, and my name is Catherine, and our captain's name is Troels. Og den største scene er enten på Queen lives in the palace at the left, and the Crown Prince couple lives in the palace. Der et rygte om, at
Just had dinner at one of the many restaurants here at Nyhavn, but just as usual, you need to know that the tourist places are not that friendly. The service is just average, and the food is also average, and the prices are a little bit over the top. Famous statue here in Copenhagen. The Little Mermaid. It's super small actually. It's not that special when you see it in person. Wrap up today and move all of today's footage over to the iPad, and then from the iPad I will import them to my NAS back home. So it's time for me to say thank you for today.